Happy Halloween.
Yes.
It's a Halloween special kind of. I don't know, it's the first time we've ever been aware of when an episode's coming out.
That's right.
In advance. We just talk shit.
Well, that's what
we have a vague knowledge of, because Connell's not here today, but because he was like, this one comes out on the next record comes out near Halloween, and we were like, we should do something.
Connell wouldn't work to warm himself. If there was work in the bed, Connell would sleep on the floor. This is nepotism. That's what happens when you hire a family member. We are yet to pay him any money.
Huh? We are yet to pay him any money.
That's true.
Also exciting news on the money front. We lost our
sponsor.
You'll have heard in the previous episodes in which the ad reads have censored the name of the company that agreed to sponsor us.
That's right. I swear to God as well, lads, it was so fucking... I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was the king of France. It was juicy ad money coming in. I was like, this is...
But it never came in.
Yeah.
We never received a payment.
No, we didn't. They didn't give us one penny. These bastards. Can we even say their name now, or do we have to keep them?
I don't know if we're allowed
Re-Raw beer. They were sponsoring us, and then they fucking pulled the rug from underneath us. I'd been looking up fucking retirement villas in Portugal. I was done. I was off the map.
They reached out to us.
Yeah.
This is the mad thing. We didn't come to them and
give us a little reach
can
around in the talk.
Can we sully your corporate name with our podcast?
Yeah.
They reached out and were like, big fans of the podcast.
That's right.
Would love to blah, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
It was all going well. We decided on what it was going to be.
Yeah.
We had a sponsored segment. It was going to get me watching movies every week. It was going to be sick.
It was going to be sick. Everyone was aligning. We were going to buy property in Dubai. It was all... The empire was forming.
We were taking over the world.
We were. But you know what? My guess is what happened, and I'd say you have a similar idea. There's some young lad in the company in Re-Raw Beer, right, who has peroxide blonde hair. He's only hired because he's a nephew of the fucking big cheese of Re-Raw. Whoever the big cheese of Re-Raw is, Re or Raw, I'm not sure. Brie-Raw. And he fucking... So he was like, there's this cool young podcast.
Cheese?
Huh?
Cheese?
Brie-Raw, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I got it. I got it. Straight off, I got it. You saw it didn't affect me emotionally or physically.
Didn't tickle your funny bone?
Didn't even make me frown.
I thought that was quite good.
Brie-Raw? But there was no reference to cheese before you said Brie-Raw.
You said big cheese.
Oh, now in hindsight, that is great. Do you know what I mean? So that's my fault.
It's so funny.
That's my fault. But
it's so funny.
Yeah.
Because there's a kind of running narrative on this podcast that you don't really listen to anything I say at all.
Yeah. But is there a running narrative of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But which you would know because I've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
But you don't listen, so you
No, I know you've said to me that I don't listen, but I do think I do listen. But to be fair, that's intricate. Like you are a sharp guy. Like your advantage over me is you're more like you're quicker, kind of more cerebral. Like that's what you're better at than I am. So like big cheese, Brie-Raw, like that's pretty quick. Like I don't have the processing power to get. I just thought you've said Brie-Raw because Brie sounds like Ree, and I'm like, that's just stupid and a shit pun, and it's not connected to anything, right? And I'm not even going to acknowledge it. That's what I did. But of course, history is going to be kind to you. Like you did that little thing where I didn't get the song and you wink at the camera. Mike's stupid. I'm clever. Great. Well done. You're a little smarty pants. Good for you. Gold star. Well, guess what? I'm a wild man of the Atlantic. I've seen things. I've eaten raw pigeons. You know what I mean?
But what I was going to say is what that showed is that you didn't get the reference to big cheese. It shows that you don't even listen to yourself on this podcast.
No, I do. But when I say big cheese, what I'm communicating is obviously just fucking head honcho, CEO, top dog, right? So I'm not actually, in my head, I'm not focused on the fucking cheddar part of that expression. Do you know what I mean? I'm not focused on the cheese part. That's just an expression used to describe something else. So you're actually doing you're playing with the with the words of what I'm saying, not the meaning of what I'm saying, and that's high level.
I'm
I'll give you
existing
that.
on multiple levels, multiple
Yes.
planes of comedy at once.
That's right. That's like Jay-Z level double entendre stuff, and I appreciate it. Well done. It's very well done, but don't like that's hard. You're asking a lot of me to fucking, you know.
It's a lot to ask of a man who currently has a feather in his beard.
Do I have a feather? Oh, that's from eating the pigeons earlier. Go on, take that out now. I came across a nest full of pigeons on the way, and I got hungry, so I had pigeons and eggs for breakfast. Yeah, that's from the pigeon. I bit the head off a live pigeon on the way. There's too many pigeons. I've decided to start eating them.
Speaking of live pigeons, we
Yes.
have a live show.
Like, let's get away from Mike talking about eating live birds. For fuck's sake.
We have a live show to announce. We're doing a live podcast in London.
That's right.
And people should come along.
That's
so
it,
on the
yeah.
1st of December, we're doing a Christmas special live podcast. 1st of December at Angel Comedy Club at the Bill
Early
Murray.
December in 2003. Na 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 national night for me. You know the Frankie Valli song?
Yeah.
But that's late December back in 63. This is early December coming in 2003. It's a sick. Now I've done a sick thing, and you've not appreciated it.
Do you not know that you've said 2003 both times?
No, 63. So it's late December
Yes,
back
no, I
in
know.
63.
Yeah.
That's Frankie Valli.
Yeah.
And then with famous song, Oh What a Night.
Yeah, I know the
and what
song.
night our podcast is going to be. And what
Yeah.
I've said is early December because we're 1st of December in 2003. So this year. It was fantastic.
You know you know it isn't 2003.
Right now.
Yeah.
It is 2003. No, it is 2003. 2023. It's 2023. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. No, listen now. Okay, hold on. Come back here. Come back here. No. All right, less of the sniggering. Hey, stop now. Hey now. 2003, actually, David Beckham got sold to Real Madrid. Bad year. But listen to me now. 2000 but still, okay, let's go right back again. Early December coming in 2023.
You expecting Connell to edit this so it looks like he nailed it from the
I
top?
would like him to edit it out to make me look good for once. Instead of editing everything to make me look like a fucking donkey. Like a pigeon-eating donkey.
As far as I know, he doesn't edit anything.
No, he doesn't. He's useless. He wouldn't fucking... The man is next to a fucking sloth.
But on the topic of...
Yes.
Yeah, so come to the live podcast in London. And also on the topic of us losing our only sponsor, we kind of only hired Connell because we got a sponsor and we're expecting some money to come
Yes.
in. So please do sign up to
Sign up to the Patreon. We spent all our money. We blew our fucking load as soon as we got some guy. We're like, we're getting a producer. We're fucking buying Jamali her own fucking hairdressing salon. We did a lot of stuff.
We did a lot of stuff. We invested in a lot of...
Yes.
We put it all into GameStop
Yeah.
stocks.
We put a lot of it in GameStop stocks. We're in a dire financial situation now. What about this though? 1975 tea.
Yeah, I did see that. And
Ho, 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 ho. Matty Healy, get in my arse. Look at that.
Did you buy that at the gig you went to, or did you like? Because I would understand if you'd bought that in the spur of the moment.
It's at the gig. It's a gig.
It's at the gig.
Yeah, but I tell you, but it didn't. We didn't actually buy it at the gig. Ramesh bought it after, and we have matching T-shirts, and then we just look at each other and sing 1975 songs. We're like, I'm in love with you, I. And it's so
And
beautifully...
it tastes like chocolate.
And so beautifully gay, and it's so beautifully
That's
effeminate
awful.
and expressive. How is it
That's
awful?
got to be relegated to pajamas soon.
What the fuck are you on about,
That's got to
lads?
be PJs.
What about that? That's Matty Healy.
That T-shirt has real imminent PJs vibe.
What's wrong? Well, for one thing, what's wrong with the nice? This is the kind of T-shirt that I wear, and then with like nothing underneath, and I'm like kind of a pretty girl after being shagged by a rugby player.
No, that's not a
Do you know
good
what I mean?
look for men.
Huh?
That's not a good look for men.
But what if you're like a sensitive, lovely boy like me, and then you're going around, and then I'm kind of like cozying up to
No, because there's nothing worse than
my lady.
There's nothing worse than seeing a dick without seeing the belly button.
Well, this is everyone's always saying about this. They're always on about the Daffy Duck, where you've just a T-shirt and the cock's
or
out.
the
and
Winnie the Pooh.
the Winnie the Pooh.
It's not Daffy Duck, it's Donald Duck. Daffy Duck doesn't wear clothes.
Well, Daffy's the black duck.
Yeah.
So you've made this racial. I knew you would. Anyway, I don't know what I'm on about. Daffy cakes.
Wabbit season.
Yeah. Oh man, Daffy Duck is actually Daffy Duck. Daffy Duck
That's
was
Donald
a legend.
Duck, but yeah.
Yeah, Daffy Donald, gun to the head. Who you taking?
Who am I?
Who you take? Who you like? If you had to go on like a holiday to Saint-Tropez, just you and Daffy Duck, or you and Daffy or Donald Duck?
I think I'd go with Donald Duck.
But is Donald Duck not kind of more of a penny pincher? Is he not like obsessed with money?
No, that's Scrooge McDuck.
I'm thinking of Scrooge McDuck. He was that lad was a great businessman.
But there's that video of Donald Duck diving into the coins.
Yes.
So I think he seems to have money on
think
some level.
There was a bit of a fucking, he had a bit of a lust for gold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the white duck. Yeah.
The white, yeah. He was a
yeah.
capitalist little duck, Donald.
Yeah.
And he was definitely exploiting little chickens.
And Daffy
fortune.
lives in the woods, which makes sense.
Daffy was a duck that lived in the woods. I rarely actually saw him, because most ducks you think they live by a kind of body of water, or they're in and around a pond, but he seemed to be just kind of full woodland creature. Daffy Duck.
Yeah,
Am I wrong in saying that?
Although also the Daffy Duck angle, that gets you more Michael Jordan adjacent, which is probably there's a chance Michael Jordan comes to dinner.
Well, they were famously, was that documentary Space Jam about their friendship?
Yes, it was a precursor to The Last Dance.
Yes. That's why Michael Jordan retired. He became friends with a lot of cartoon woodland creatures.
Space Jam, aka The First Dance.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? Because I rewatched The Last Dance. I think I talked about this.
It's so good.
Oh man, I had to get a cleaner in to clean the fucking roof. I was jizzing everywhere so much. I loved it so much, and I just watched Beckham. We're going to talk about that soon.
Yes, I haven't finished watching it yet, but
I just
we're
want
on
to
the Beckham
eat his
thing.
toenails. I love him. Now,
but the Last Dance thing, because there's always the argument, and we're both basketball fans.
Yeah.
There's the classic argument of Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. Have we spoken about this before?
No, we haven't, but it has been spoken about on the internet.
No, I think
every week on American TV.
We're breaking new ground here, actually, talking about, because we're going to start the argument for the first time. Who's better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
To me, you asking me?
Yeah, who do you think?
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan 100% of the time.
Yeah.
What's your argument? Because I've got a really solid pro-Jordan argument.
Okay, Jordan has 2 more championships. He played, I think, 5 less seasons. He didn't lose once in the finals. Mm-hmm. Every time he went to the finals, he won in the finals. You could argue that he didn't have as good a supporting cast as LeBron did, certainly with the Heat. But even with LA, although Scottie Pippen was unbelievable, defender and everything. But like, if you look at LeBron when he was even with the Cavaliers, now to give LeBron his due, the 2016,
when he got the 66 win season with Anderson, Varejao, Zdroje Ilgauskas, like the shittest
with
team
the Cavs.
of all. Yeah.
No, he
one of the shittest teams of all time.
No, listen, he was sucking diesel, he was cooking with sauce in the regular season with the Cavs. I'll give him that, but I couldn't give a fuck about the regular season. Like, who gives a shit? The Phoenix Suns had the best record in the league 2 years.
It's all foreplay.
Steve Nash was MVP. That little fucking, he's a little fella.
No,
Pissant.
don't be speaking poorly about Steve Nash in front of me.
But sure, he's just a little He's a
great
fella.
guy.
Yeah, but when it comes
to fundamentals, and he did yoga to extend his career further.
Yeah, but I couldn't give a shit about that. You know what I mean? Eat a fry, drink beer, and go out when it's your time. Don't be doing yoga and trying to fucking beat Father Time. Do you know what I mean?
He did.
Huh?
He successfully defeated Father Time. Don't speak badly of Air Canada in front of me.
Eat a raw black pudding every morning.
I like Canadian basketball players. I think it's cool.
Yeah, but tell me who else are you talking about in Canada?
Drake.
He doesn't play basketball. I mean, he probably does, but he's probably like...
Why would you say that?
Why
would you say that?
He's too emotional. If he lost, he'd start crying.
No, why would you say he probably plays basketball?
Because he's Jewish. Because he's a Jew. There you go now. You happy with that? Because he's a Jewish man and they love it. So there. You fucking idiot. Well, he probably does play a little bit. He's got a lot of money. He probably has a court in his house, throws up a few trees. He probably has some little fucking donkey that moves the fucking net around.
Catches it?
No, just wherever he shoots.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Put it in. Yeah. Fucking drizzy. He's a pussy-o. Pussy-o. I love Drake. I've just been listening to him recently. I love it. I love like a...
When you say pussy-o, it sounds like the end of a line in an Irish folk song. It sounds like you're going to go in the bog down in the pussy-o.
Oh, pussy-o, the pipes are calling. From down to Glen, on Pussy-o Road, in an autumn's day, I saw my true love walk. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. But my argument for Michael Jordan being obviously, and this is not one that you see on American TV shows talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Here's my argument that Michael Jordan is definitely better than LeBron James.
Yes.
Delonte West fucked LeBron James's mum.
Right.
And LeBron James didn't score 100,000 points the next day.
Yes. Okay.
If someone in the league had fucked Michael Jordan's mother,
yes,
he would invent things to make things personal between him and the opposition players.
He would invent things, yeah.
He would make things up in his own mind to be like, I'm going to have some kind of personal vendetta against that person, even though they did nothing.
That's
to
right.
him.
It was amazing how he would conjure slights and conjure like insults and just conjure things to just make himself fucking so unbelievably competitive every single night.
It's a tactic I've used in the comedy world.
I think you do, because you do run, and I say this with love and respect, you do run on about 80% spite. Like, you run on this. This is what your success. And what's funny is when I won, and this reminds me of you when I think about it, when I won the under-16 county championship.
Did you win the under-16 county championship? Football or hurling?
Hurling.
I won the under-16 Down county championship in football.
Yeah, but what you do is...
This is why we're a good podcasting pair.
I mean, we're champions. I think it's plain
Under 16 all county champions.
Yeah. I'm on antidepressants, but we're champions. We're doing very well. No, but I do think we're both quite competitive, which I like. You know, like I've spoke of it before. It's why I'm not really welcome at five-a-side football games. I really... Did
you not go this week? You were on the list?
I couldn't. No, what happened was I didn't realise, because do you know the way the five-a-side, you write in and you say you're in. So I was in. I was like, nice.
And then you have to pay.
But then you pay. But I did pay, but I just didn't repost the thing. You're supposed to pay and then repost the Facebook message to say you've paid, but I thought someone else did that. I didn't realise, because I haven't played in a long time. And then some little worm, weasel,
the German
little
guy
half
Frank.
man just came in and took my spot. So it was quite nasty. But also I think they were just afraid to play with me, because I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm fucking King Kong. Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Julius Caesar. Angela Merkel. I'm all the greats. You know what I mean?
King Kong, Genghis Khan, Julius Caesar,
Angela Merkel. Yeah. I'm a boss.
You know, the big dogs.
But on the under-16 county championship, we beat Dixborough in what was...
Dixborough?
Dixborough, that was the... Yeah, listen, there's a lot of jokes there's a lot of phallic jokes to be made, no doubt.
Were they? I'm sure they were.
What?
As in, I'm sure you made these jokes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. At the time. But we had
more like Coxborough.
Absolutely. There was no sophistication with it. It was just like, Dixborough. Hey, guess what? Yeah, all dicks. All the time. Fucking dicks. A borough of dicks. So we're playing Dixborough. They had 8 county players on their team. We didn't have one. I mean, they hadn't lost. This is true. They had not lost in 5 years in a friendly, in a league game. And they won everything before them. They lost by a point to win the national All-Ireland in 2014. They were like the fucking Monstars in Space Jam. They were all bigger physically. They were just like massive men.
Yeah. And it's what the whole town is about.
That's right.
They all buy into a Champo.
100%. But you know as well, especially under 40s, under 16s, because it's you have that period where it's like it's a race who's going to hit puberty first.
There's that, but then there's also the cutoff. You got to get the sweet spot where you've hit puberty, but you haven't started boozing yet. The drop off.
That's right.
From under 16 to under 18 to minor.
Yeah.
Is unreal.
That's right.
As in the standard and the shape some of those lads get into. peak of their lives at the age of 16.
That's right.
Living the life under 16.
Before the devil
shredded,
has-
running and running and running, never stopping, never losing, never being out of breath.
Yeah.
And then 17, the boozing starts.
The devil starts.
The belly arrives.
The coming starts.
They're all smoking.
Yeah.
They just I think most under
The smell of
16s.
vagina is a loft in their nostrils.
I think most under 16 teams would beat the minor team of their club.
that could be correct. That could be correct because of...
And that's why you get a lot of players playing up. A lot of the star players for under 16 are playing up to the under 18s because those guys are just fucked.
They're innocent. They're fit as a fiddle. They're young bulls. They're swans.
Yeah.
They're uncorrupted. The devil hasn't started whispering
There's a
sweet
lot of-
nothings in their ears yet.
A lot of corruptions in the
16 to
off season,
18.
the off season between under 16s
Holy
and under
God.
18s.
Silvio Berlusconi starts handing everyone brown envelopes. It's just
Yeah.
corruption central.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He starts fixing games in the fucking
It's like Juventus 2009.
Yeah, 100%. I can't remember when they lost those leagues or Berlusconi was gone mad. But so we're playing this team. They're like unfucking believable. Like they have already set up they've already set up in their clubhouse like the winning celebration thing. The year before we had played them in the county final and they bet us by over 30 points. And there was an article in the Kilkenny People that after the game just saying how much we were humiliated by our neighbours, and by Jesus didn't my friend Grant cut out that article and bring it into the dressing room the day before or the day of the game, and I gave a big like fucking Braveheart speech before the game where I was like I literally stood everyone up and I just goes, lads, they have the banner up already over on that in their fucking clubhouse, right? We're a fucking laughing stock. Last year we were fucking humiliated. Now we have one fucking chance today, one chance to be on that wall in our clubhouse forever, for the rest of fucking time. And I gave this big and everyone was fucking right? So we were just like mad dogs.
I love that shit.
Lad.
I love that shit.
Lad.
I miss playing team sports so fucking
me
much.
too. I'm hard right now. I'm going to shag one of the cushions.
But not team sports in terms of like seven-a-side football with comedians on a Sunday. I mean team sports that you take so fucking seriously.
Like more seriously than like life and death.
I really want to take sports seriously again.
Oh, it's so
But
fun.
people do not like it.
No, people hate it. This is why I'm not welcome at any kind of like fun games. I played basketball in Finsbury Park Roy last year. I'm gonna go back playing with comedians now soon. And just people I just play like a hurler, like basketball. Like, get the fuck out. What the hell? Sorry, that's not fucking cool, mate. Yeah, this is not how we play. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'll fucking bite your ear off, you little fucking English bastard. I'm just like an old wild bull. But so we went out, lad, that day against the Borough, and I swear to God, right, just everyone was just so G'd up to the max. Like now, for us to win this game, to be fair, they had to play kind of bad,
And everything
we
had to go
play
right.
the best game.
Everything had to go right for you.
Yeah.
Everything had to go wrong for them.
That's exactly right. So we go out and we're just fucking... I remember I came out, first thing I did, I was marking this fella, and I knew it was this lad, good hurler, he was fast, but he was kind of weak mentally, so I just fucking hit him a dig. You hit him a dig with the butt of the hurl. Violence is the only language they'll understand.
Well, this is the thing. There's no videos. There's no cameras.
Absolutely not.
And that's the mad thing about a lot of these sports, like at a certain level, is like when the referee's not looking, there are no rules.
That's right.
Like there's so often, I was telling Jamali about this, like literally just before like a ball gets kicked in but the ref hasn't turned around yet, and your man will just punch you in the stomach as hard as he can and then run and get the ball.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to chase after him while having just been punched in the sternum.
Just winded. He broke the rules. That's not allowed.
I played an 11-a-side football match once in London.
Yeah.
Madly enough, I was playing for the Plymouth Argyle Supporters Club in London,
Naturally.
which is just
Your
insane.
natural environment.
But basically, my mate said we need an extra player for this game, and we're playing against the London Rangers Supporters Club, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. So I showed up in a fucking Celtic tracksuit.
Just blades stuck to the bottom of your boots.
I could see them like looking at me and pointing as I was walking in, just in like full Celtic kit,
Wearing a Peaky Blinders cap.
just being like, let's go.
Yeah.
And then I forgot that all people who support Rangers, almost with no exceptions, are psychopaths and terrifying. And especially like the London Rangers supporters. These are fucking scary.
Yeah.
freaky men.
These are men with hearts full of wickedness.
And I was just, two different things happened. Number one, a guy.
Nasty, cruel, loveless men.
I was running, so I was like playing centre mid, and the guy was making a run kind of towards the box. So I just like took my run across the line of his run just to kind of make it more difficult for him to get past.
Yeah.
And instead of like running around me, he kicked me in the chest. He just stood first, just went bang, and I was just like, "What the fuck
I love
are you
that.
supposed to do?
Pure anarchy.
What? There's just nothing you can do about that."
This is
And
Sparta.
I was just on the ground like, what the fuck? All I did was like just try and deflect him slightly. And I remember just walking up to the ref being like, look man, I know you didn't see it, so there's very little you can do about it. But he just fucking kicked me in the chest. So
See, this is where you're wrong. See, this is bitch ass, this tattletale behavior. The only thing you can do in that situation, if he kicked you in the chest, is do what Roy Keane would do and just, all right.
just lodge it.
Just lodge right there. As soon as a 50-50 ball comes, absolutely do him.
But listen, I'm into that and I would do that normally. But earlier in the game as well, a guy off the ball had just punched me in the jaw. And I pushed him and was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll see you in the car park. With such a calm,
Yeah.
terrifying
And like, let's be
stillness.
honest, you're a percussionist.
Let's be real. Like,
Yes.
I'm
You're a fan of
decently
jazz.
strong and I've played sports in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter.
No.
I don't like fighting people. It
You're-
doesn't end well. And
you're a
these people,
glorified baby.
These people are psychopaths.
You
who
were wearing a nappy at the time.
These people hate their lives.
Yes.
I like my life too much to fight.
Yeah. You like schedules.
I don't
and
have a
colours
reckless
of things.
abandon. I don't have like a... I have a lot to lose.
You do. To be fair, and that's the whole thing. You've got
They've got nothing to lose.
They've nothing to lose. All their teeth are long gone. They've just fucking they little kind of wooden fucking pellets where their teeth used to be. They're just like mad dogs. Fucking they have horse teeth put in like George Washington.
Although some of his were slave teeth, I believe.
They were on the bottom.
Which is good stuff.
What I think happened there was your man had seen, I don't know if you remember, there's a very famous, well, you don't, you've never seen the movie 300, I'm guessing.
No.
So there's
Sparta, this is
Sparta. Jared Butler, straight in the chest, kicks a fella down the well.
I was
Nasty
like,
little
this is
move.
madness.
And he kicked a black fella down the well. What, looking back, wouldn't get made today.
Nope.
You don't kick black fellas down the well, you take them up out of the well. Evanton. And
Because they can't swim.
Oh, here we go, you nasty little devil. Well, no one's going swimming down the well, are they? It's not like, hey, ma'am, I'll see you in an hour. I'm going down swimming down the well.
The lengths in the well.
Just 1, 2, 3.
How many lengths did you? 412? Jeez,
Yeah.
you must be knackered. No.
Well, I was actually swimming in the well. As it happened. Yes, it's fucking training for the Olympics window licking championships. Now, but so back to the game. So under 16 county
You
final,
go
right?
out, bang.
So we go out,
Button
I go
start.
out, bang, butter the thing, right? Now the lads and our hurling team, for whatever reason or whatever taken over us, we're like mad dogs. Now, at that time, as you know, the adults of these teams that are training us, this is life or death to these men.
They love it.
But they hate.
What was your coach called? In the under 16s, ours was Jerry Rogers. And
So-
I still admire that man.
We had Jerry Buckley, we had Joe Nolan.
Both Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry Buckley, Joe Nolan. We had Tony Forrestal. Phil Toomey was fucking cutting a rug on the sideline, holding a few hurls, and then we had a lot of men in the stands. A lot of
dads, a lot of invested dads.
invested dads and lads who had trained us years before, like lads who had trained us under 12
And they're
under
coming
14.
to-
Oh, of course
But
they
I
are.
remember- yeah,
and you know they're armed.
Did you have this for the final where it's like the town kind of got... I remember we were driving to the
Yeah.
game and going up the road, like the main road closest to my house, and people
Yeah.
had put flags on the lampposts.
Yeah.
We were driving along being like, that's fucking us.
Yeah.
That's fucking... And then there was
Yeah.
people there. There was like a crowd there
Yeah.
to watch with like
100%.
flags and all that stuff. You just never experienced anything like the support you were getting at that point.
Lad. And just the music playing in your fucking
I'm
head.
getting like physically,
Oh,
like
yeah.
my
Dun,
fa-
dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
so
dun,
excited.
dun, dun, dun. Me and my friend Grant is my best friend growing up. Me and him used to, on the way to games, we'd play the speech from Any Given Sunday. Do you know that speech, Al Pacino, where he's just like, the inches are all around us. It's like, you got a claw with your fingernails. I know, I'm shouting too loud. But it's you look it up, it would have you, lad,
running through walls.
You'd be sticking your head through windows, you'd be shoving fucking crows up your arse. You'd just be going insane. Like, you're just like, you had a claw with your fingernails. The inches, because it's all about the game is just inches.
Yeah.
The inches are all around us, and I'm playing for those inches. Every day, I gave my life, and everyone's like, it's unbelievable.
Unreal.
So we used to play that.
Unreal.
Granted, also played the speech from Gladiator as well. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance.
You're about,
you're
about to play under 16 hurling.
100%. Lad, we would be gone through the roof. So our team was just, I've never been like, it's still the greatest day of my life, but everyone was just like wild dogs. Like, they couldn't believe like the way we came out.
Yeah.
And we go in anyway at half.
Was that Paul O'Connell speech? I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Where he's like, manic fucking aggression in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I want to see manic fucking aggressions. I want every man on that other team thinking, what the fuck just happened?
That's right. You want to come out and it be like, in my mind, it's sort of frightening. Like, it's like,
yeah, we used to have a rugby coach called Scary John.
Yeah.
And he
his son of frightening Frank.
His jobs were he was our rugby coach, he was also a boxing coach and a juvenile prison officer.
Yeah.
Scariest cunt I've ever met in my whole life, and he would just fucking scream at us.
Yeah.
And his whole thing was impose yourself in the first 10 minutes, then compose yourself for the rest of the game. Impose yourself, then compose yourself. And the whole time he had a whole big thing about always hitting their legs when you're tackling them. You're never hitting them high, hit their legs. And he would just stand on the side of the pitch when they had the ball and just go, legs!
Yeah.
Legs!
They all have legs.
And he would just,
everyone is like arms.
but he loved our team because we were fucking class. We like, our team were just ridiculous. There was like 2 years where we conceded like 2 tries total.
Yeah.
Over the course of 2 years. And like, we would fuck with teams. I think I've said this in the podcast before. We would absolutely demolish teams like 65-0, and then he would take us for a fitness session on the pitch as the other team were like leaving.
Jesus, that's fucking psych out stuff,
That's
isn't it?
brutal.
That's
isn't
Kobe
it?
Bryant
That's
shit.
brutal.
That is sick.
But he had, and he loved it because we just like bought into everything he fucking said. And we would do fitness sessions of training, and he would be like, right, one more round, and then we would start doing it. He would go, that's enough. Just needed to know you would do it.
Yeah.
And then send us home. We'd be like, fuck.
He's a good man.
He just needed to know the commitment. But he, what was I going to say about him? Yeah, one time he would just like, he was always holding like the rock pads for us to do like tackling drills and mauling drills against. And he would always just like, more, harder, hit me harder, harder. And then we hit him one week. And
sucked him off.
He comes back the next week on crutches with a broken hip. We'd broken his hip.
He bet the shit out
And
of
we
him.
were like, what the fuck? And he was like, I fucking love the fact that I'm on crutches right now.
Come on! Turn off the cameras. We're going to take back the 6 counties. Fuck it. I'm going to go fucking, I'm bringing a bomb to Birmingham. I'm bringing a bomb. I don't care. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, unreal, isn't it?
But
and we got to play, I remember one of the Ulster Championship finals.
Yeah.
We got to play at Ravenhill, which is Ulster Rugby's like stadium.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, this is fucking mad.
Yeah.
And I think still the best moment of my life ever. I came on as a sub. I was one of the younger guys in the team. And the ball gets kicked over the top. And I run back and I pick it up. And there's a little bit of time. The opposition Banbridge players are closing in on me.
Yes.
And you can guy much bigger than me. I was quite small, but I was like quite nimble. And I just picked up the ball. And obviously I've just come off the bench. And the whole stand in the stadium is people going, oh, because they think he's just going to absolutely fucking wallop me. Just like, I'm fucked. This guy is just like bearing down on me. And I do one of these big, like flamboyant, like goose, like hitch kick.
A goose step?
Yeah.
A nod to the Nazis.
And
a nod to the Third Reich.
He falls over and I skip past him and like make a little breakaway.
Dazzled by your prejudice.
And a whole stand of people just go, and I was like, fucking that. And we lost the game, but I was just like, I fucking that.
Lad, I was looking at, because when I was watching the Beckham documentary, and there's like some of the like goals he scored were so important and so decent, but like you just see him after scoring and just and like the whole crowd going, and you're like, there's no better feeling on planet Earth. There's no better like just fucking like
listen, an applause at the end of the comedy show is great. Thank you for coming. Buy tickets to both of our tours.
It's a tickle of the chin compared.
Who gives a fuck?
It's a tickle of the chin compared to the barbaric roars of the Colosseum.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck? There's just not
you
that
eat the heart
fucking.
Of your enemy.
There's no stakes to a comedy show. It's like everyone comes in looking for a good time. The most you can do is give them a good time.
And I swear to God, if people, when we're playing sport, I tell you, if anyone's laughing or giggling, I take the fucking head off.
Oh God.
I don't like it.
Oh,
people messing. You don't want to win. Shut the fuck up. Now, what was I going to say? My hurling coach, I'm going to get back to my 16 county final because it's epic. But my hurling manager, you said to us, like what was your fella saying? The
impose yourself and then compose yourself.
We had a hurling trainer come into it, and he whisper and he go, fire in the belly, ice in the mind.
Oh, the Scary John's version of that's good as well.
Fire in the belly, ice in the mind.
He goes, that's unreal. That's unreal.
Yeah.
Scary John's was, he'd be like a swan out there.
Yeah.
See a swan above the water? Calm.
Yeah.
Cool. Collected underneath.
A swan.
Just paddling over.
A bloody swan.
Unreal.
A swan drenched in blood. Fuck me. But so
I'm getting so excited talking about this. It's crazy.
So lad, we go in at this under 16 county final. It's in Nolan Park. So this is a massive stadium in Kilkenny. All my friends are in the stands. Even I think my father had come to game, and he would never come to matches. But so we go in, we're within like 2 points of them, which is unbelievable. Like we're actually still in with a chance. And we go in, and I give a speech again where I'm just like
half time.
Yeah. Where I'm like, lads, and I hadn't grown yet, so I wasn't fully like I was playing cornerback. I was a good hurler. I was very tight and very competitive, and I was like, I would stop a good hurler hurling. Like I was just
that's the job of a cornerback.
Yes, I was just a menace, you know. But so I goes in, and I was like, we're literally 30 minutes away from being either remembered forever or just being nobodies for the rest of our lives. You know, you're just the most dramatic language. Like we're nobodies forever. If we don't, you know what I mean? Like these men went on to be accountants and, you know, have families. So are you nobodies?
But you're just in. You're in. So, you're all in. It.
And anyway, then one of our managers gave a speech. My friend Grant gave a speech now. And like everyone on the team. So this is under 16, but we've been together since we're like 7 years old.
Yeah.
So like we've been hurling together since we're about 7 years old, and we got so fired up at half time. When we came out the tunnel for the place, everyone just started busting the hurls off the walls. There was a bin there, and I remember our captain at the time was a guy called Paddy Delaney, right? And he was a traveller that lived down the up. He's fucking great hurler, great fella. He'd be down at O'Loughlin's practicing freeze all the time. He was just sick, and he just came in, and there was a bin there, and he just fucking made shit of the bin, like like the bin was a fucking, you know, a black and tan or something. He just made shite of it. And so we were going past the Dixburgh dressing room as we were coming out, and every one of us just bet the hurl off their door. So all they heard when they were in there was boom, 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 and we went out like fucking mad dogs, lad. And so the game is going on. We're fucking just tearing into them. Again, they're like, they don't know what's going on. They have like the best hurlers in the county, and we're just literally like trying to bite the fucking hair off their legs. We're wild beasts. And so anyway, the game is going on. We're fucking 2 points down. There's about 5 minutes left. My friend Grant had been centre back the whole year, but he got an injury, so he had to be moved into the full forward line. He wasn't fully fit. A high ball goes in onto the full forward line. Now, on him at that time was a guy called David Lynn. He was like full back for the county. The goalkeeper, Philly Byrne, was one of the best goalkeepers in the fucking country probably at that time. You had a centre back called Danny Kenny. You know, these are monstrous men, right? High ball comes in. There's two men coming up around him, right? Grant fucking catches the ball, turns around. The keeper is coming out towards him. Just as the keeper comes, kicks the ball. As he's kicking the ball, another 2 men just come in absolutely flatten him. Ball goes in, goal. Crowd fucking mental. He's literally face down, just fucking paralyzed on the ground. Unfucking believable.
Unreal.
The crowd goes fucking wild, right? So now we're up 1. And next thing, a ball comes down to the right wing. A young player we had in our team, Paddy Butler, he's on the sideline, puts it over. We're up 2. Last puck of the game, they get a 21-yard free. They have to score a fucking goal. And sure, we're all like fucking...
On the line, just ready to die.
On the line, like literally...
Ready to die?
Ready to die.
Yeah.
Let me lose a testicle. Fire at my balls. Give me a third ball, you cunt. I want that slitter in me. You know what I mean? But anyway, he fucking drives it over the bar. Game over. We win the foot. And lad, I swear to God, I remember when the whistle blew to this day, I just went down on my knees. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And it's also that feeling of once you've won, it's like, this can never be taken away. We never didn't win this.
Yeah.
For the rest of history, we bet them today. And the whole, like, the field got flooded. Like, there was grown men in tears. Like, there was just, you couldn't believe what this even meant to the community. I remember, like, an old hurling coach of mine coming up and grabbed me, just hugging me, like, and he was just like, he's like, don't let anyone tell you you're not a good hurler, right? You know, and I was like, no one has been telling me that. I didn't know it. Have people been saying that? You know? So he grabs me, my Grant's father, who I was close with as well, John Grant, he came over, he fucking hugged me. And that feeling, and this what reminded me like of running on spike, because we were just, I can't explain to you the epicness. To this day, I think about that game all the time. When I go for runs, if I'm running and I want to motivate myself to run further, I just think of that game, and like a loose ball just came in front of me against the Borough. And no matter how tired I was, I would sprint to that ball. You know what I mean? So I use it as mental preparation. But as we were doing this, we're winning. We're just, I mean, you just couldn't. I've never had an experience like it. Best day in my life to this day. I don't think I'll ever beat it. And one of our players, like one of our best players, he's like a midfielder. He was still like, this just shows you people who run on joy or spite. Instead of him being like, yes, we won, he was just like, fuck the Borough. You know what I mean? Fuck you. And we're like, hey lads, we won. Be happy. Fuck you, stupid cunts. Do you know what I mean?
That's unreal.
And that's when some people win. Like, they're like, yes. And when some people win, they're like, that's fucking right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sick. God, that's so fun. That's
unreal.
That's mad how similar that is to my under-16 football final.
Yeah.
And it's like, so we're not even like a towny team. We're from the city.
Yeah.
Like, we're from Belfast. We are softest of the soft.
Yeah.
Whatever, smallest of the small, playing against Newry Shamrocks.
Yeah.
Who are one of them teams that have like such a big catchment area.
Yeah.
So like they have players from every single. Actually, while I remember, somebody complained about us asking how long we have left. He was like, "Would you ever buy a fucking clock?" So just checking. Yeah, 18 minutes left. I'm going to check every minute for the rest of the podcast, just to fuck off.
Count it down like Bill Burr's fucking Philadelphia rant.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Newry Shamrocks. They're just unreal. I think they were unbeaten like 2 seasons. Just like crazy good. And they just like everybody in South Down just plays for anybody good, just gets good. They're like New Zealand, like scooping up players off the Pacific Islanders. They just grabbed every single decent player and they're all in this fucking ridiculous team. And I just remember it was like we'd had a really good season. Obviously you get to the county final and you're like, look, great. These guys have just, and they'd like smashed us earlier in the year. And we went out, first half happens. And I was on the bench. And I was just like fine with that. I would just basically come on and just like fucking clatter a few people in the last 10 minutes.
They just send you on like an autistic bowler.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
They just wave a little train timetable in front of you. Like this. And you're.
And I just go on and just fucking wreck a few lads. But then I'd be like, give me their names in alphabetical order. And I would just, but anyway, I was on the bench. Half time.
Yes.
We're down by 13 points.
Fuck.
And you're
in
like,
a hole.
You're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
This has got to be over. And Jerry Rogers gets us all in and he goes, shut the fuck up. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Goes, lads, We can do this.
Yeah.
Everyone out there thinks we can't do this. They think this game's over.
Go on, Rodgers.
They think this game's over.
Go on, Rodgers, boy.
This game is not over.
It's not over.
I can see in some of your faces, you're doubting me. I've been with you lads all season. I know what you're capable of.
Rodgers knows.
You can do this.
He's always known.
You can do this.
Yeah.
Trust me. Don't doubt me.
Did you trust Rodgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all just
I trust him.
We're all just like fizzing.
Yeah.
We
Like
go
an old-
out.
like
we
an
go
old
out.
shaking
And I
yop.
gotta give credit where credit's due. A complete ridiculous performance by a man called Declan Stewart in our team.
Stu.
Decky Stewart,
Yeah.
mate. Of the
I'm in love with Stu.
I swear it was like I swear we'd scored like 2 points in the first half.
He came out like fucking.
It was like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2-9 to 0-2. They'd scored 2 goals and 9 points, and we'd scored no goals and 2 points. It was it was over.
It was embarrassment.
It was over.
They had popped the champagne in the other dressing room. They were making up songs to venerate the leaders of the victory.
Decky goes out in the second half.
Decky Stewart, your answer to Coo Cullen.
He's our free taker.
Yeah.
He-
Wild Bulla Cooley.
We get 11 frees in like pointable distance over the course of the second half.
Yeah.
He scores 10 of them.
Clinical.
And I swear
Merciless.
I swear they only scored
Merciless Stewart.
I swear they only scored 2 points in the whole second half of that game.
Yeah.
We all like just go fucking mad when we win the thing, and we all like get like ushered into the changing room, and we're like just losing it, and then
Surely Rodgers got a hug from you, did he?
Jay Rogers comes in and goes, "Shut the fuck up!"
Ah, for fuck's sake, Rodgers.
And we all sit down, and he goes, "Don't ever doubt me again."
Go on, Rodgers! Go on, Rodgers! I'll never doubt you again. I'll marry your daughter, Rodgers. Where is she?
I see him like once a year, and every time I shake his hand and just go,
Unreal. If I was you and I meet Rodgers every time, I would just be like, I still don't doubt you, Rodgers.
"I don't. I'd
There's
do
not-
anything that man told me to do."
Look in my eyes, Rodgers. Do you see any doubt? Not a fucking.
I'd
not a
run
fucking
through
shred of
walls
it.
for that man.
Not a speck of doubt.
Yeah.
God, it'd be great if we got Jerry Rodgers as the producer of this podcast. Imagine him getting us fired up for every episode. We'd be eating the couch.
Oh, yeah.
Just tearing
Every
strips
game
out of
over.
the couch.
Every game over. Unbelievable.
Fucking hell.
Right, we've got a couple of things to do before we go.
What do we have to do?
We've got about 13 minutes left. Just
Right.
checking. Yeah, 13 minutes left.
Oh yes, we've got a few little set pieces.
Yes, let me see. Because we've had a present.
Oh fuck.
We've had a present in the
a
post.
gift. A gift from the
Let
public.
me just double check. We've announced the live podcast. I've pissed off the guy who was annoyed about us checking how much time we had left, and we have a gift. So a guy sent me a message, and
Message in a bottle.
a message and said,
Stain.
"Do you think this would be funny
Yes.
if I sent you this?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yes. Affirmative.
And I was like, "Don't tell Mike though. I want it to be a surprise."
Right.
And if it might, I hope this is what I think it is because I haven't opened it. We had it last week, but I forgot to.
A live
I
pigeon
forgot
for me to eat for my supper.
Ooh,
Yes.
Just muffled coos from the box.
Yeah.
So I would like you to open this live on the podcast.
Right. Yeah. Here we go
And
now.
this is terribly exciting.
Come on.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure his fucking Connell, an editing note. Make sure the guy's address. This is from Emmett McGuigan. Shout out Emmett. Let's make sure his address isn't on the camera.
A jumper made of Jerry Adams' beard hair.
Can you stop putting his address on camera, you fucking fruit?
Whose address? The fellow who sent it?
Yeah, he's got the return address there.
What do you think people do with addresses?
We don't
Who
want
do
to
you-
dox him.
Who the fuck do you think?
We don't want to dox him.
Who do you think? Like you're so mad about like identities and addresses. Nobody gives a fuck.
We
about
don't
anything.
wanna-
Everyone
we don't
here
wanna
works at
dox.
Everyone listening works at Greg's. They've enough fucking trouble keeping the sausage rolls warm.
Jesus fucking Christ, you're
What
such
the
a
hell?
glue bag.
I'm not. I'm sound. I'm a winner. Under 16 county champion. You can't take that away from me.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this so you can't fucking dox
Right.
him anymore.
Come on.
Does that have any addresses on it?
Huh?
No, we're okay.
Okay, here we go.
This isn't Tupperware. I wasn't. Why is this a game of
A
pass the parcel?
lunchbox. They've got me a lunchbox.
We've got you a lunchbox,
Better be egg
Michael.
sandwiches in here or I'm going to fucking flip. Hold on now. Wait now. Maradona. A figurine.
The guy 3D printed a figurine.
You 3D printed this.
And sprayed it gold.
Oh my
How
God.
sick is that?
That's unbelievable.
Because he's talked about in Naples, they had all the Maradona figurine
I know.
shops.
This is fucking...
So he bought you a figurine of Maradona. It's so sick.
It's so sick. Lad.
It's unreal.
Oh,
It's
fuck
so
me.
fucking good.
Oh my God. Mwah. Lad, you fucking beautiful boy.
Shout out to Emmett McGuigan.
McGuigan.
I think that's so
McGuigan,
class.
you kind-hearted man, you silky skinned.
The detail, the Lecoq Sportif, the Argentina badge.
Oh, lad. Fucking Maradona's fucking golden hair that he famously had.
Little bits of coke in his
Little
nose.
His jaw just gurning.
Just so class, isn't it?
Talking about the short films he plans to make. That's unreal.
That's so class.
McGuigan. Forever you have a place in my heart, and you've a room to stay in Greenridge in County Kilkenny, and a fry ready for you in the morning made by Betsy Rice, because you're a good man and I love you. Thank you very much.
That's great stuff.
Unbelievable.
Can I see it?
I tell you, McGuigan would have fucking been a good teammate.
McGuigan would have been a good teammate.
McGuigan would have died for the
He
cause.
would have got the number on the back and all. This is class.
Yeah.
This is class. And there's little holes here. I reckon you could make arms for him.
Could I put my dick in it? No. No. You could, though. Gotcha. You little dick Egypt. Oh, that'd be great if we could get this, if there was some way to have it as part of the...
Grab that long kind
part of our
of body
oeuvre.
cushion. Give me the Maradona.
Oh, yeah. You
Grab
take
that long body cushion.
Right.
We'll put it up behind. And then we should put it up there.
Yeah.
And then we can put...
Diego. He's our god. Oh, that's good.
Love it.
That's sick.
Love it so much, actually.
Long
That's
live Maradona.
so
Long
sick,
live,
actually.
Long live McGuigan, the Irish Maradona.
Now, what we should say is this is the first episode we've recorded since your special has come out.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, the pretense of this being a Halloween special is really lost. I'm going to wear a costume for the...
Patreon.
I've got a costume for the Patreon. I'll
Sick.
put it on at the very end of the public, but
Yeah.
we've got a costume for the Patreon. But your special has come out. Fucking 20k views already.
20k views.
Briskly, swiftly to 20,000 views.
Swift.
It's been great. It's out on this podcast channel. Go fucking watch it.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
What I will say
Yeah.
is we talked a lot when my special came out about me battening down the hatches for negative comments.
That's right.
What I wasn't expecting was when your special came out,
Yes.
for me to have to batten down the hatches for negative comments about my special.
Up the lads. Take them down.
I don't mind the ones that are clearly kind of joking and being like, this is so much better than that Italian prick or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some that aren't like mean enough that I'm sure they're joking. Some I'm just like, some are just like way better than Vittorio's, and I'm just like, all right, that's sweet.
Yeah.
But the ones that really fucking get to me, it's the ones, and this has become a little thing. I think it's a few people, and now that it's been pointed out to me, I fucking hate it as well. A few people were like, this is much better to watch than Vittorio's, mostly because you don't have a horrifically dry mouth the whole time. I was just like...
Someone mentioned a dry mouth, but you know what it is, lads?
I was like, I was so nervous.
Yeah, I know.
And I remember thinking at the time, no, take a second, just let there be a pause in the room, sort out your dry mouth. And it just the whole time, I'm like, it's awful. And now watching my own back, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, but lad,
God, I feel so stupid.
Yeah.
Why is that like? I need to work out how to sort out the dry mouth thing. It's something I struggle with.
I just booze away, like just have a fucking.
But anytime I'm drinking like a lager on stage, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to do that.
No, lad, you just have to accept your alcoholism is the only way for you. No, and I'm dead serious. Just go full in, accept. Stuart Lee still has a pint every single time he goes on, and he's, and he actually looks fat and he's going to die soon, but still he doesn't look well, but the comedy's great.
Yeah.
What I would say about that is I think the dry mouth thing, people just heard you say it on the pod. You talked about already the dry mouth thing, and they're just fucking reiterating that. I don't really think. I think one or two people might notice it watching the special. I certainly wouldn't notice it watching your special. So I think that when you admit a weakness, people are pouncing on that.
Yeah, I'm being pounced upon.
The people saying the better than Vittorio saying, that's just because I have a line at the end of the special.
That says better than Vittorio's?
That literally, that's in my credits. It just says, it's like directed by da-da-da, produced by da-da-da, better than
yeah,
Vittorio's
I remember
special.
that.
Yeah, so... That's people are just echoing that joke because it's a funny joke. So
it is a funny joke.
So people are just having a bit of a fucking laugh with that. But I will say people are funny with that kind of thing. And
people love to pit podcast hosts against each other.
They do,
It happens to have a word, guys. Much prefer Dan, much prefer Adam, all this fucking shit.
That's right.
Do you know, like, we both have access to those YouTube comments on our podcast. Like, I just love the idea that, like, we hate each other and people need to pick a side.
Yeah.
You're on Team Guide to Parenting.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
Don't be, you're behind the two of us, but you're behind none of us. Jerry Rogers. No doubt.
Don't ever doubt me again.
Fire in the belly, ice in the mind.
You're a swan.
A united front is a strong front.
Legs!
Legs! Arms! Brains! Come on! You fucking... but so people are saying to me, I don't even want to say it because I think it will actually... there's something people point out to me in my comment section of a tick I have that I do all the time.
We're going to sort that out. Pre-tour, we're going to sort that out. We're going to do some drills.
So, like, to get me to stop doing it. But, like, people have pointed that out and I'm like, fuck's sake. Because I'm not even going to say it. Because if you say it and if I watch it with that knowledge of it, it ruins it for me. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to ruin the experience for people. But, but I am buzzing with the reaction special. I you know, it's the first, not the first time, but, like, I really, you know, I copied the way you did almost everything.
You marketed it. You put yourself out there. You promoted it. You did the whole thing. Got people to share it. All that shit.
Made the trailer. Posted before. It went, premiered it. Chat to people on the live thing.
Which is actually, and I was like really on and off about doing the premiere thing.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's great.
It actually settles you for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because people are just like so excited for this and you're like, oh, people want to see it.
100%.
Which is crazy because of course they do, but it's like just that like live chat thing is like, oh shit, this is good. This is going to be good.
I was loving that. And the whole premiere thing, and I was sitting there watching it and then people are...
The countdown's cool, isn't it?
The countdown's cool, and I put on this very cinematic...
Yeah.
Fucking Christopher Nolan
I think I did
music.
the same one.
Yeah, just felt fucking... I felt like under 16 county final. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Claw with your fingernails. You know? So I was buzzing. And then it's just like, I felt very happy I was happy with the special. Do you know what I mean? I was happy with how it came out. I was happy with how I performed in it, which is a relief because it's like, I've been doing stand-up like 8.5 years. It's the first one you release. The thing you're putting out there, and it's like, you know, like the conditions of a special like are hard to get. Fucking
yeah. It's bottling magic, you know. It's fucking yeah.
And I hadn't slept the night before that I recorded the special, so my first performance of my first show, like if I just had my first show, I wouldn't have put it out.
I'm the same, but the other way around.
Yeah.
If I just had the second show.
Yeah. Now my first show, it wasn't like I bombed or anything, but it was work.
Yeah.
And the audience were working.
And you can see that on a film. Because it looks like you're working.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it fucking corrupts your performance. And it's a fucking nightmare.
If you were at the first show, go fuck yourself.
Well, I don't think it was there. It was just...
It's just like...
It was 7 p.m. It was a bit early.
It's
it was
any
Sunday
number
evening.
of things. Yeah. It just caused that to happen.
And then but what was great, what happened was... It's the absolute inches. But when I came off, the guys who were filming it and my friend Spillane, who is like directing and producing, like they all were like, that was unreal. You got it in that one. And I was like, did I get it? There's some things didn't feel. They're like, no, that was unreal. So they convinced me that I got it.
And then you relaxed for the second one.
So then the second one, I just thought, I was like, I already have it. So I was more relaxed and I could fucked around a bit and stuff. And then,
class.
Yeah. So that was down to them, like just fucking...
Yeah, that's great work by them.
Bullshitting the balls out of me.
That's key by them.
Yeah.
That's key.
I think you do, like no matter what happens in the first, if you're with someone doing the special, you just convince them
Nailed
you
it.
got it.
You've got
you
it.
Nailed it.
Relax. Have fun with the next one.
Yeah.
We probably won't even use it.
We won't even use it.
That's what it is.
Go wild on it.
Yeah.
Up the fucking lads.
Yeah, unbelievable. Right, before I reveal my Halloween costume,
yes,
we're going to plug stuff.
Yeah.
My tour is on sale. Yours is going to be on sale soon.
Right.
I'm going to read out all the dates, and I won't do this every fucking week, but I just feel like people can't read. Some guy was like, why are you not coming to Wales? And I just said, I just told him the date of the Cardiff one. He was like, "Oh fuck, couldn't see it."
Yeah.
Um,
He's just assuming.
I always wonder, see when people read out their dates, they always say like the place and the date.
Yeah.
I'm like, surely I just read out the place and then they'll go find it. And if they're free, they're free. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, in order of date, Newcastle upon Tyne, York, Liverpool, Salford, Leeds, Nottingham, Bristol, Leicester, London, Coventry, Oxford, Exeter, Poole, Cardiff, Cambridge, Chelmsford, Northampton, Guildford, Canterbury, Brighton, Middlesbrough, Carlisle, Darwin, Norwich, Reading, London again, Sheffield, Chester, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Glasgow. We're adding an extra show for Glasgow and we're adding extra shows for London as well. Thank you. Hull, Birmingham, Dundalk, Greystones. People are buzzing about me coming to Greystones, I think, because nobody goes to
Wicklow.
Greystones. Yeah,
you're sound for going.
People, it just looks like a nice theatre. That's pretty much the only reason I'm doing it. It looks cool. Anyway, Dublin, Omagh, Belfast, Derry, Armagh, Cork, Limerick, and we're adding some more. There will be a Galway. I'm sorry there's not a Galway. I know that's like dumb, but there will be a Galway. I'll fucking sort it out for the extension, which is imminent. Thank you so much to everyone who bought tickets already. That's really cool and sound of you for doing that. It was very exciting first weekend. Yours will be on sale. We don't have dates to hand just yet.
Oh yeah, mine. So mine are going to be the tour is going to be starting in April, and it's going to be April and May. They're going to be a lot of the same places he said.
A lot less of the shit ones, not your Exeters or your Pools, probably.
No, and they actually by the time this goes out.
No offense to Exeter or Pool.
No, well, take it if you want. I'm never going. No, I might if you ask me nicely. But my tour dates will all be out. Coming up, what do I have? I'm going to be doing like a little Lisbon, Porto in November. I'm also going to be back in Barcelona in November. I'm going to be in Austria. I'm going to be doing anyway. Fuck it. It'll all be on my Instagram.
Another thing in London, we have the first ever edition of London Off the Cuff, which is my kind of improvised crowdworky stand-up show with me and a couple of the comedians just like riffing and having fun and having a good time. So if you like those kind of crowdwork clips and like improvised stuff, come watch that at Angel Comedy. I think that's the 11th of November if this is out in time.
Yoo-hoo.
Whatever, do all that stuff. You keep talking. I'm going to put on my Halloween costume, but close your eyes.
Right, okay.
Close your eyes and talk while I put on my Halloween costume.
All right.
No fucking bullshit, right?
No bullshit.
And don't forget to sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/parenting, because we lost our sponsor and we need your money.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of stuff on the Patreon to talk about little men.
All right, close your eyes.
Little short men. Okay, I have my eyes closed. But yeah, on the Patreon, I'm going to go into. I heard two little short fellas, two little men. If you've ever seen them before, I was in a coffee shop beside them, and they were waxing on about the woes of being a little man. And how no women want to take their breeches off and tickle their flutes. So they were really having it was really kind of sad, kind of Angela's Ashes style lament that they had, these little men. And so I've a lot to say about that, about little short men. That'll be on the Patreon. I can just feel vaguely a cloth of some kind coming up, rubbing up against my elbows. But under 16 county championship.
You can open them. Happy Halloween,
lads! What? This is the shittest outfit. Are you joking? I thought this was you were gonna reveal it, and it was gonna be. This is a clan. You're a clan member.
No, I'm a ghost.
You're a Ku Klux Klan member.
I'm a ghost of a Ku Klux Klan.
You're not the ghost of a Ku Klux Klan. You're a clan member who's like planning on going on a sun holiday with his sunglasses.
I can't see.
Can you not see right now?
No, not really.
This is so dumb. I don't like.
I'm going to wear this for the whole Patreon. Sign up at patreon.com/parenting.
Yeah, this is going to get them in. This is going to get them in. You fucking idiot. All right.
And the London live show, don't forget about it. Bye.
Thanks for everyone to watch the special. I love you. Bye bye.